I gotta beat this nigga. Let's get it. What you over there playing Fortnite? God, Fortnite. Nigga, yes you is. Why you lying? Nigga, I just heard the music. That's how you weak in 2K. That's what I'm talking about. You should be in the lab right now. Nigga, that don't mean nothing. You don't know no moves. Yeah, cause you don't be practicing. That's why. That's why them niggas be out there dogging you, them little 16-year-olds, cause they in the lab, nigga. Come on, man. Where this nigga at, man? This nigga leave the session.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Go peep my broadcast. Give me some views, nigga.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
On 2nd down, Freeman across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 45. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Trubisky steps away to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 26 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Atlanta now coming out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Off the bootleg, Webb. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Damn.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Hey.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Barrett to throw. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Bullard able to drop him for a loss of 4. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Being chased out left. And this one is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Shaw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On first down, they run with Howard. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Hey.
It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On 1st and 10, Webb. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go.
Webb now from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 15 and a first.
Detroit! Now let's go!
Out of the gun, it's Webb. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed!
From the gun, Webb. Forced out to his left. A beautiful fit, and it's a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Bear. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll go down at the 28. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's got this one down to the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Tack McKinley in there to get him for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Lock it. Hey, gotta go.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Trubisky with a give to Howard. Pushes him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 34. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Now and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Duke Riley able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Gotta go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Trubisky now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now Trubisky to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Brooks Reed coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they didn't get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Barrett looks to throw on first. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the 1st half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a lot of credit.
About to be halftime.
Frustrated right now.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
Hey, 18.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So we've come upon halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score.
Oh, that was a terrible pass.
Intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Shaw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Nobody
2
over
catches
there?
now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Green, 39. Gone.
They're going to look to throw. His pass caught at the 4.
Oh, I should have picked that.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
I should have picked that.
Mohamed Sanu from 13 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 13-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Niggas got the injuries on the 100.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A give to Howard. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. Caught out left side by Robinson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the first down.
And Parkey's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. A play fake, now Webb. He'll buy some time right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky.
Yeah.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So Darius Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Let's see how they attack him here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to them.
Blitz coming and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Throwing on third and long. Barrett dancing to his left. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Bears on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Lock in, lock in. Lock in, lock in. Move, move, move.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point. Back now at Soldier Field. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Lock in, lock in.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Try to punch it in with Howard. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Gotta go.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And here now come the Falcons. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Won the playoff game. That's one.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Win playoff games. That's all.
Detroit!
Off the bootleg. Webb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
This dude is hurt.
I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal.
All his team is hurt. Julio's gone. I think Matt Ryan. I don't know if he got Matt Ryan or not. I think he's gone.
So even though he caught it,
This team's
couldn't
fucked
turn it
up.
into much more.
On third down, Barrett.
Foul.
Couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Trubisky will throw. Pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They run with Howard. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read.
Said he was just on here. He's playing 2K.
But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed him out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons.
Vic Beasley
now.
was gone 6 weeks. Julio gone 3 weeks. Matt Ryan gone 8 weeks. That's the whole
Good
team.
job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
From like a couple Mattins ago.
Brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Let's go! 190! 190!
On 1st down, Barrett to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go!
Barrett. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
That's what he's doing. It's fair
It is a
game.
moment where all concentration goes
niggas break
right
a
to
rule.
the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away
Breaking
from
no
the
obvious
team,
rule.
and now you have that chance. It's a little bit.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Breastfeed.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now Howard. Room here to run. And Hill running right through it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. Oh, now he bowls him over, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown This thing is ugly. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Now let's go.
On 1st and 10, Webb drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, Webb. On the screen, this is Coleman. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Webb now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
To throw, Webb. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Webb now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Webb connects with Sanu right side. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Family's going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
Sound like you ran away from the mic. Like you were super close not too long ago.